Hello and welcome to American Truck Simulator with me, Kevin Sawyer, and you join me here, my Kenworth 521. I've had a bit of a respray. As you can see, I've gone for a bit of a old English white look to it, but also good news, we now have our SKRS shifter. Yes, you heard me right, kids. We now have the SKRS shifter, and tonight I'm going to do a bit of a live stream with this on. Depending on how it goes is depending on whether I keep the shifter cam on for future or not. If again, for you guys watching in the archive later on, and for you guys in the stream, I'll be asking quite often, you want me to keep the shifter cam or leave it? But anyway, it's finally here, so let's go and grab our job. Hope you guys are all well and enjoyed your Christmas. I've had quite a quiet one. I've made a few changes to the rig. I've put a different engine in as well. The pressure build up. Might be because I was pumping the brake often. I don't think there's any real damage to it. This is 12% damage. Seriously? How's that happen? Oh, I'll get that repaired then. We'll get that repaired. That's the first thing we'll do. It was alright when I drove in here. Find a garage then. If there's one here. That's why it's leaked air. The first thing we need to do is find a garage and repair this. There is one here. There is a garage right at the other end of the road, so I'm going to drive up to drive back down again. Hope the job doesn't expire in that time. Today's job, I'm going to see if I can actually, I'm going to see if I can do some of the Christmas deliveries. That is the plan. I don't know if the it still counts after Christmas, but we'll do some of the Christmas deliveries and hopefully we get enough to get some free DLC paint jobs. You wouldn't really have this beeper in real life. It's too old, this rig, to have that sort of thing. But I think it's part of the mod setup I've got going. The realistic sounds mod. It activates that noise when it's low pressure hauling, which is like modern trucks would have. Right, let's get on. Really? Off to a great start, stalling already. Should be enough pressure in there for it to move on anyway. But again, guys, let me know if you want me to keep this as a theme from future videos or not. I don't know if it has an effect on the stream quality or not. Might as well put some diesel in it as well. We've bought this, just recently bought this garage. Oops, try that again, Kev. In Los Angeles. I'm going to fill it up with some daytime rigs, rather daytime cabs anyway. Try not to speed. Hello, welcome to the stream. That was my fault, that was. Please make yourself feel comfy. Let me know if the stream's okay. It's not lagging or anything. Stop. I'm getting the grips of this now. So I called this time to grind because it is seriously grinding now. Good to hear. How was your Christmas? It was good? Hope you enjoyed a good Christmas. I had a chilled one. Just chilled with my brother. Just kicked back, watched a bit of TV. Didn't drink that much this year. I had a few. But didn't get absolutely pie-eyed like I normally do. That was my fault again. And again. Problem with this little this new engine, well, most Kennys tend to like to rev high anyway. That's my excuse. For shifting, that's also my excuse. Get lots for Christmas, or just mainly gifts, or guess I've done that a bit wrong. That's when I need to go upstairs, is there. How about gone past this repair point? I would rather repair the truck now. It was alright when I saved the game. No, way up, got another junction yet. Another 2 junctions. Probably can get away with being high because we've got no load on, so definitely makes a lot more sense having this shifter though. Changes the feel of the G27, that's for sure. Speeding cab, no surprise, Leadfoot strikes again. I had a bit of a mission with, because I thought I was going to get this for before Christmas, and it was like 24th of December. It's like, oh, it's in a your parcel force is a local delivery hub, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get it before Christmas, and then all of a sudden it notified me sort of like at a certain time, oh no, we're gonna wait for customs charges, we'll send you a letter. Yeah, you know, this is quite an something I didn't mention in the box opening. This is quite an expensive piece of kit, really, for what it is. It's been finished well, don't get me wrong, but you know, it's for this specific shifter, you're looking at a 5-month wait. Oh, I almost missed my turning then. I've waited for almost 5 months for this bit of kit, and this other lot seems that this other alternative shifter A plus B seem to get it out to you a lot quicker. It looks a bit more cheaply made though, but they're charging for the same amount. But then once you get it over to the UK here, then obviously there's custom charges to pay, which is mainly VAT. That's what it was. I had to pay like £20 VAT and a release fee. Parcel force to have a release from customs fee, which I think, you know, that's why they do it, because they get that nice little backhander for doing it, I guess. But DHL don't go through all that. They just have a set, they agree something with customs in advance, and they have a flat rate fee, so you just get it sooner rather than later, rather than being held up in customs. Right, anyway, let's go and grab this. That was me again. Take the brake off. Who have we got coming in? Hello, welcome to the stream. So if I can't sort of pronounce your name, is it Kieran? Kieran? Ah, hello Sinky, welcome to the stream. To see you pop in. Now guys, as I've got you in as a captive audience, so to speak, do you reckon I should keep the shifter cam, or do you reckon I should just go back to as standard? Is it something you want to see more of, or you're not fast, or give me an honest opinion, I don't mind. What I have to quickly do is just quickly just move that down so I can see what's being said. It's better. Thank you, Kieran. It's my 521. This is my Kenworth 521. I've recently resprayed it in the old English white. Well, what I think is old English white. Anyway, it's as close as I can get to it. I had it initially in red. It's a red light, mate. What do you want me to do? I can't jump a red. I'm in the wrong lane, really. Aesthetically, I'm in the wrong lane. Hello Baker Street, welcome to the stream. What? I'm going. It was green. Thanks a lot, Mr. Buzzkill. Do you all have good Christmases? And I've said this a couple of times, but as you come pouring into the stream, I will ask it again and again. Is your Christmases okay? Did you enjoy it? Did you get much? And it's a bit of a surprise stream, but you know, I got shifted today, and I wanted to show it off to you guys and sort of catch up with you guys, see if your Christmases have been okay and everything else. Oh, green means go, Kev. Need to be in that other lane. This engine's a bit of a screamer though, that's the only problem. You rev it a little bit and it sounds like it's been revved nuts out of. Stop! My Christmas was good. Very quiet. Oh, missed that light. Oh well. Very quiet. I just chilled out with the family. Had a couple of beers. Didn't go mad like I normally do this year. I only had a few. That's because I wasn't in the mood for drinking this year. Just really wasn't in the mood. I had a couple and I just sat there and watched the whole Christmas TV. That's all I did, really. It's boring, but that's exactly what happened. I just chilled out, watched a bit of TV, chatted with my brother. Nice and quiet, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. Had a few games of pool with him down the pub, my brother that is. Probably getting away. I'm going to try a second. This could be a risky move, I know. How did we get in this place? Oh yeah, that's right, because the parcel's already waiting for us. I forgot about this. You might want to get doing some work, mate, rather than sit there checking. He might be on his lunch break, you never know. Right, let's put it into reverse. Put the hazards on. Did anyone get something really nice for Christmas, or is it just the usual? For me it was just cash, but I don't mind that, you know. Cash is always good. I think cash is better. Because, okay, it's not as good as like opening a present, but you know, you can then go in the January sales and then sort of like help yourself to whatever you want, rather than get given a gift which you may not actually want. You know, and that does happen a lot. Alright, let's give this a tug test. Alright, it's passed its tug test. Let's get out of here. Getting out of this yard's going to be a bit tricky. That's quite a tight little road it's got going on there. I'm going to try and take this as gently and as slowly as I can. I like to see, you know, when I saw Charlie's now got this game as well, it's like I've been nagging him long enough to get it. I'll have to re-download the multiplayer mod, and me, Sinky and Charlie have to hook up for a multiplayer session. I think that's on the cards for the new year. Yeah, it's the gifts. Well, it's the gifts DLC. They're still running it, I think. I don't know if it's I don't know if it still counts towards the free DLC. I guess it does if they're still running it. Otherwise, they would have stopped running it by now. Oops, don't want to. Mind you, it could potentially go on a green light, or red light, I should say. It's relatively clear, so I'm going to risk it. Take the Jake off. Pull out into that middle lane to stop them from brake checking me as we merge into these lanes. See that coming. But it's definitely a lot, you know. Is it really worth the money? That's one thing you guys might be asking me. I can see why they've set it at that sort of level to stop everyone having one and causing a mass sort of like backlog. Although saying that, they have actually got a mass backlog. It takes 5 months to get these shifters. I guess it's down to your own personal preference. If you're really into this game, you really love playing it, and you've got fed up of having to reach over to the button to press it or whatever, then it's personal preference. As I say, there's 2 options for my box opening review on this now. So if you haven't watched that already, guys, I do recommend watching it. I think we need to be out in that middle lane. Bit of a late manoeuvre there, I know. Merge into that lane, so I'll stay in this lane here. How are we doing for fuel? Good for fuel. No! Need to be not in this lane. Trying to read what I think he said. No, have a look. Right, okay. The price of this shifter. It was, the base model starts around about $90. If you want the medallion, the 18-speed medallion, or the medallion 13-speed medallion, then it's another $5 on top of that, and then it's about $35 shipping. Now the other one from the alternate supplier, that starts off at $100, but that's just, it looks, if you look at the switches on that one, it looks a lot cheaper, if you know what I mean. It's a bit cheaper made. And then you got to consider it, you're going to have to pay another 20 odd quid customs charges. Need to get out. He's going to go as slow as sin. I mean, I'll half step this hill because it's a bit weird one, this hill. Yeah, when you get a chance, you just have a look at the old box open review. I know I've not been up along. I did it as quick as I could this morning and then uploaded it. Definitely changed the feel of the G27, that's for sure. Once you haven't, have you got a wheel, Sinky? I thought you was a controller man. Oh, I need to be out in that lane. That was me. Drifting off onto the large shoulder. Because I was trying to read the comments and that. It's not long before you just look like distracted. Not that you guys are distracting me. No, I'm not saying that at all. What I need is like a text reader or something to speak in my ear, so then I know what's going on. So now I have to look over to the other screen. This guy's going to brake check in front of me, I think. So get out there. Yeah, it's going to ruin my momentum. Put it into 8th, so we're almost at the maximum speed at 55. I find if you have it at 8 low rather than 8 high, it uses more diesel up. So I find if we cruise along in 8 high and just chug along, you hardly use much diesel. Mind you, I think this has got quite a fair small tank in this anyway. Yikes. Yeah, it is, you know, something that just read the. Mind you, the only thing is then it would say it through the game sound, wouldn't it? You'd hear this ammonite voice going, this person's just said this person's just said that. Could use my phone, I guess. If it had a option for a phone. Mind you, I see when Mr. Moose plays, he kind of goes, when he's busy driving, he goes a bit quieter, and then when he gets to a stop or a point where he can stop and look at the conversations, he will sort of like look at what's being said, and whoa, brake check. Whoa, thanks a lot, Buster. I hate it how the AI does that. Why? Why was that necessary? It's like, yeah, I'm just going to slam the anchors on now for no apparent reason. Just because it's the point where someone needs to turn off. Speeding again. Wanted a bit of speed out of the old Jake, and that's it. Put it on cruise control. Oops, stop drifting. But please, guys, feel free to chat amongst yourselves. I will read out your comments once I get to that point where I can look over what's going on. Not have to concentrate on the road so much, or if there's a long straight road, Goes Mr. Buzzkill. So, you know, what guys planning for New Year's? Hit 1 million subscribers. Well, it's gonna be, yeah, it would be hard having like loads of people talking at once. It's just like I see the text flying past and I was like, yeah, hello everyone. Mind you, I doubt that's going to happen. They're getting 1 million subscribers. Not count our chickens before the hatch. $1,000 would be a first stepping stone. No Jake uphill, you're not allowed that. Some truckers frown upon that. And some of them say, yeah, no, Jake all the time. You know, that's what it's there for, to Jake. This switch is still a little bit on the stiff side, but I think the reason it's probably a bit stiffer than it should be, purely because if it got too loose, it'd probably just fall down. So there might be, he's put some sort of redundancy into that switch to stop it from just falling off, falling down. Anyway. It definitely makes a good difference not having to reach over and press those buttons anymore. Is, you know, a godsend. Don't change on me, light. Don't change on me. This guy's going to brake check me. Yep. Thought that was coming. I knew that was coming, actually. I need to turn here. Anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of sharks in the tank, you're right. It's not as easy as it used to be back in the day to become a big YouTuber. Some people have the luck of the draw though. Some people just become big overnight, and some people really have to work hard over it. And you know, I've seen some really good channels that have, you know, put up some really good content, and they deserve more subscribers than they have. I'm not saying that's the same for my case, you know, but it's just the luck of the draw of YouTube. Some people, you know, some of these videos, like a bloke getting a football to the groin, go viral within the first hour, or and then there's some really stupid ones that, you know, don't deserve a second look at, that seem to go viral literally within a day. And there's, you know, people like myself or Sinky or TBF or Charlie or, you know, Big Hoss, and we're struggling to pick up pieces of the other YouTubers or other subscribers. and there's probably a new subscriber. I'd say it's probably a new YouTuber every day. It's probably someone all thinking about setting one up, at least one a day. Rolling backwards. Why am I rolling backwards? Try that again, Kev. Problem with the rain, you can hardly see out the windows. Well, I guess it is realistic. I hate to sound like Mr. Robot, but it is realistic. Premature that shift, I think. So what do you think, guys? Should I keep the shifter cam? Again, you know, this goes towards the people in the stream at the moment and the people in the archives. Please let me know, watching the archives, if you want me to keep it. I don't have Instagram. Again, I don't do Twitter either. A lot of people say you should do Twitter. I'm not going to rule it out, but you know, Twitter's, you know, you have to pay for that. You know, and a lot of people just sit there and they post all these like Instagram, Twitters, you know, Facebook, yada yada yadas. I thought about making a Facebook group, admittedly. It has gone through my mind. It's all stuff I'm thinking about sort of bringing to the new year, sort of extra ways you guys can keep in contact with. Thing is, another thing is, I would like, you know, I enjoy sort of like supporting late gamers, because, you know, okay, it's not as big as Facebook, but you know, I think it's got, you know, late gamers has the potential to become as big as Facebook. Talking of Facebook, late gamers, sorry, Sinky, there was another one of these weird people joined where they were posting. Whoops, that was me. Forgot to switch up. Forgot to go upstairs. We're posting a weird message about skin cream or something like that on late gamers. I thought, is that really gaming orientated? I think that's the second one I've seen so far. I was going to message you, but you weren't online, so. Yeah, she joined today. And then sort of like within an hour of joining, she posted that post, a blog or something. God, this rain's relentless, isn't it? Another thing I was going to ask you guys as well, with the little GPS window, would you want me to keep, although I have it up anyway because it's just easier to look at than a little in-game one, just at a glance. But if you guys, you know, don't want me to leave that up, I just leave it up, one, because it benefits me in a bit anyway, and it benefits you guys so you can see what gear I'm in. Now I've got the shifter, it's going to be a bit easier to know what gear I'm in. Gonna bring it down a gear, I think. Put the old Jake on. I felt it kind of running away on me. That's the reason I'm backing off on the accelerator a bit. Because it's quite twisty around here. I wouldn't want to go full pelt around these corners, not in a big rig. Not in, you know, I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. But what I'll tell you what I'll do. Actually, I've just had an idea, a brainwave. I'll put a poll up on late gamers. Keep the shifter cam or lose the shifter cam. For you guys that do late gamers, obviously join in on there. But also, you know, leave comments down below as well, guys. I don't mind. I'm open to all venues. The only thing is, it does clutter the screen up a bit. Get less screen to look at for you guys, because I don't obviously see the same windows as you guys can, because obviously the recorder puts the windows in for me. Oh. The old spinner still works quite well as well. Ever since I put a bit of grease on it, it's or a bit of a freeing agent in it, it's not any problems with it at all. I'll put the cruise control on. Those wipers back on because it's still raining. Because I don't think I need the sides on because it's only spitting, but realistically, yes, you should have your sides on. I don't see the other cars with the sides on. But then people would be saying, well, if you saw the other cars had jumping off the cliff, would you follow them? Down to me, forgot to go back downstairs again. Let's quickly see what's on the old comments. Okay. Can you actually remove them then? Because I don't even know if I'm a moderator or admin on there. Yeah, thank you, Baker Street. I have actually seen them, and I've downloaded a few. I've got a Virgin one. I've got a Eddie Stobart one. I've got a... I forget what the other one was actually. I've got a couple. I was going to do them before Christmas, in the run up before Christmas. And here's the thing: I did 4 brilliant videos, but because XSplit stopped recording halfway through the bunch of them, and I didn't realise it had, because I wasn't really paying that much attention to what XSplit was doing, I didn't get them. and I was just like, what? I just didn't really want to start again and record them again. But we'll definitely get back onto a firm bus. The skins, the Steam Workshop helps a lot as well. You know, it's a good step in the right direction. It's a shame they made that Christmas giveaway a little bit too difficult. If you're asking me, that's my personal opinion. They made that a little bit difficult because with ATS or ETS, you can do this. And I'll do this now. I'll actually go out. And I'll go into photo mode, and it's going to photo. Actually, I'll do that now while I'm at it. I'll take a photo, but you can do this on ATS. On Firmbus, you can't do that. So you got to try and take the photo whilst you're in the cab of those Christmas trucks. I got one, but it was, you know, a glancing shot of it. That's quite a good little shot there, actually. So take that one. We'll quickly check the old comments and what people are saying. Oh, I'm admin again. Oh yeah, because I don't know if I was admin or not. That's the thing, Sinky. I was, because I know we had that problem where I couldn't see posts and I didn't know if it was fixed or anything like that. Sorry guys, just grab a glass of water, sip of water. Yes, I will play Firmbus probably in my next stream. So I've missed playing it myself actually. I'll probably do some recordings. I might do some recordings Sunday if I'm if I'm not overly hungover from the New Year's celebrations. Or Monday, but I'll definitely do some recordings because I've been having some good time off, so I've recharged the old battery. Okay, mate. Well, I'll make a poll. I'll make a poll before you make me admin, because otherwise I won't be able to make a poll. It's taken them long enough to fix that though, isn't it? Take it you got in contact with the people that provided the... provides the website. Sorry guys, just let me readjust myself. I think I've got another thing I've got to do in the new year as well, but again, lower my priorities, invest in yet another chair, because this chair is so uncomfortable now. I've had it for about a year. This problem with chairs, they only last a year for me, and then they're wrecked. My bony old behind, it's just like, wears them out double quick. Old J-Con, because I must admit with Firmbus I've seemed to get a lot of interest with that. I get quite a fair amount of views, and you know, I want to keep that going. So it's not I don't want to play it, it's a case of I've got my new toy today, and you know, you can't use this on Firmbus, well not yet anyway. You never know, they might bring a manual shifter in for the game at some point. There's nothing sort of like mentioned in any of their vlogs though. that was a bit silly, Kev. I think I'm gonna switch down. Leave it low. I think it's probably a good idea to leave that in low, because it's sort of the way this goes up and down the terrain. 1 minute I'm climbing, the next minute I'm dropping, the next minute I'm climbing. Don't want to get too close up behind the truck the truck in front of me, I should say. Beautiful sunset though. This is going to be a long run, I'll tell you that. Done some serious mileage now. Do you know, that's actually something else I wanted to get off my chest. Now here's the thing, this is going back to the shifter again. I tracked the status of this shifter, and it went left from wherever it's made from, and it went, to St. Paul, and then it ended up in Oregon, or was it Oregon? No, Oregon, then St. Paul, then Chicago, then over here within 5 days. So that jumped up on me quicker than I expected. Didn't even indicate either. Naughty Kev, naughty Kev. Again, it's raining again. Had more rain on this episode than... Yeah, so it went to Chicago and got over here within 5 days. Once it gets over to the UK here, that's when things change. Because it got here sort of like a week just before Christmas. I think it was the 22nd it turned up in the UK. Then it went from Heathrow. Then it went from Heathrow to Coventry to their customs office, and that's where it stayed for at least 2 or 3 days. And it's just like I said, Christmas Eve it was moving again. It got loosed out of customs and it was moving to my local delivery hub, and it's just like, oh yeah, I might even get it before Christmas. Brilliant. It turns up and then it's Christmas Eve, and then it just goes updated. You will be notified for charges. And because obviously they're going to have to... Well no, it wasn't Christmas Eve. Nothing happened on Christmas Eve. It just ended up in that depot. And then it was the Wednesday. It then updated again. Obviously, because they've had time off, and my hat goes off. you know, the Royal Mail need time off, or the Postal Services Parcel Force, you know, they're the same as Royal Mail, so. That was the thing that really wound me up, is the fact that it took the same amount of time just to move around the UK as it did to go from the States to, well, from one end of the States to the other end of the States to over here. It did it in less time. That's the thing that really grinded my gears, so to speak. No pun intended. Okay, Sinky. No worries, mate. How are we doing for time? It's over an hour. Don't know how long I'll record stream for tonight. We'll see how it goes. If it picks up, picks up. If it doesn't, then I get a lot more views from my streams as well, because I get the people obviously watched it live, and then obviously people watch it later on in the archives. Find a place to rest, I think. I know I'm realistically I'll be over my driving hours realistically, but the problem is with a fatigue simulation on this, it seems like you're having to stop every 5 minutes to sleep. And that's the only reason I don't like it. Actually, I've got to stay in this lane, haven't I? So we'll leave that in low, because I've got a feeling I'm going to need to get across this junction pretty quickly. Could have run across then, but it's hard to see where on that note is. Where's this guy wanting to go as well? He's going to be a factor. If he pulls in front of me, I knew that was happening. Right, I'm going to bully my way through this lot then. Come on guys, let me through. Could see us being there all day otherwise. Definitely change. I know I've said this quite a few times, but it changes the way it shifts as well. It balances it a lot better than having a smaller shifter on there. It's not a cheap bit of kit though. I guess as it becomes more commonplace it might become cheaper, but all depends on how much it actually costs to build it. Because obviously he has to order these from Eaton Fuller, the actual shifter component of this knob itself. Yes, I said it. The gear top. I call it a gear top. That actually has to come from an Eaton Fuller. In fact, I looked in there, I shined a torch in there, and you can see where the pneumatics go through the little, where the little check valves are and everything. It's quite good. What's about $10? Oh, if this was $10. Yeah, I think that'd be a bit too cheap. I think rather than take 5 months to get it, probably take 5 years. The boards itself, I shouldn't imagine initially now the little boards that are inside this cost that much. Initially, when he obviously first signed up the contract to get them made for him, they probably cost a fair amount because it was something new for that manufacturer to do. And they'd obviously set up all their machinery to do it. But now they're making them, and they know they're making them for at least however long, you know, you'd think that the cost of them would probably go down. Need to find a fuel stop, brake check. Next fuel stop I'll find, and I'll stop in and probably get some more diesel at the same time and the rest. This is just nothing but rain today. These parcels on the back will be absolutely soaked. It's like, yeah, here's your soggy parcel, child. It's like, oh, thanks, Sarah. The fluffy bunny gave me that was mangy and wet and smelt was just the thing I wanted for Christmas. Cheers, mate. Thanks a bunch. Got to be a petrol station come up soon, surely. I think we've got enough momentum to get over that hill. Yeah, can you imagine if there was a PlayStation in here, in the gifts? It's like, here's your PlayStation, or here's your brand new PC, son. It's like, thanks, Santa. I'm gonna go and play that right now. Plug it in. Yeah, Santa. We're homeless now. that electronic component you gave us was wet. As soon as I went to plug it in, it caught fire, and tree caught fire, and house caught fire, and my nan caught fire, and now we've got no house. But still, thank you for the console. That was lovely. Gonna need lower gear. This truck's robbed me of all my speed. How has Charlie been anyway? I haven't spoken to him for a while. Well, I spoke to him the other day, but it was brief. Or have you not spoken to him either? Got to be a garage somewhere. Not that we're desperate for fuel, but might as well get some rest while we can. What time is it? Oh, it's just over 12, just after 12. Midnight. See now, if this desert really got this amount of rain, it'd be flooded. They do get rain, but it's very rare. Oh, brake check! Ugh! Not me. I drifted off then. See a petrol station or a rest area. Hope it's on the right side of the road. Well, the rain stopped. Must have heard me moaning, so Oh, stop raining, stop him from moaning. This is where I realised, oh, there's no rest area in there, is it? It's next. It's just literally after this junction, isn't it? So I'll just go into that rest area. Oops. Now that was stupid, Kev. So how the hell did you do that, Kev? Yeah. I'm gonna ask myself the same question. Is there a turning back from here? I thought maybe there was like a way in and way out. Now I've got there we go, that'll do. Just make sure we're off the road. We'll take a picture at this moment as well. Make sure it's out of gear. Turn the engine off. Turn the lights off. Photo mode. What damage did we do? Hopefully not much. No, just tyre damage. Cool. Right. Photo mode. Again, I'll put these all on late, gamers. Still same load though. We haven't changed the load. It's still these soggy rain damaged electrical goods and everything else that's in these parcels are just going to be ruined now. Yeah, we'll be off now. Okay, Baker Street, thank you for stopping by. I don't know if he's still here, but anyway, movie big. $59.99. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like technically it's just you, Sinky. Yeah, I know. I think I'll probably leave it at that then, guys. See if it says I'll drive for a little bit longer. What's the time? It's almost 8 o'clock. I'll complete this run and then I'll call it a day at that. Yeah, well, it's like there used to be that misconception that, you know, games industry is raking money in because the costs of the CDs and that were, and the costs of the electrical components were fairly cheap. But it's obviously all the research and development was the key factor. That's what cost the money. But I guess they may have been making, well, they were making a fair amount of money, weren't they, at the end of the day? Otherwise they wouldn't be doing it. If they weren't making money, they wouldn't be doing it. I thought I didn't have my handbrake on. And getting out of this yard's going to be a bit tricky. Oops, especially as you're stalling it. I can't see if there's any cars coming either, it just doesn't help. Right, I think that's far enough out that I can swing it back around now. We'll forget the diesel for now. Hope I don't regret that decision. I'm gonna regret that decision now. I think I just like drink it and then, or someone's pierced a hole in my tank. I'm just leaking diesel all over the road now. Actually, that's funny. I saw that the other day. A bus had literally, obviously, either the fuel line had given up or the tank had got a hole in it or something, because it was just leaking diesel all over the place, and it was all running down the drain. And then when they must have got a special gang out quick, because they literally, as I was then walking back that way later on, there's this gang of these two guys with this big like flatbed, and this looked like kind of, it was a mixture of kind of sand and some other stuff. It had a weird smell to it, and they were just like, it was a jumbo bag of it, like a massive bag of it, and they were just shoveling it onto the diesel spill. And I was like, well, but you know, damage is already done. You know, that's already run into those drains, and wherever those drains run to, that's going to run into a stream, or maybe even to a sewer. But it's just like, I don't know how the bus had done it though. It must have hit something. It must have hit something to rupture it. But it was leaking diesel bad, because I could smell it before I even saw it. I was like crossing the road, and it's like, wow, that's a strong smell of diesel. And I was just like, looked at the coat, it was sort of bus, and it was just sitting there, and the driver was like looking down at the ground, and I was like, oh yeah, that's where it's coming from. But you know, I know the fire brigade sometimes have to go out to the lorries, don't they? If the lorries have a diesel spill, they have to sort of like put sandbags around it and then use that special chemical to absorb it up. But you know, that's the worst case scenario for a trucker, or for, you know, especially where it doesn't matter too much if it's not their truck, because then it's just a case of they're probably not paying for the diesel anyway. It's probably coming out of the company. But if it's their own truck, or you know, or their own vehicle, and the tank ruptures, or petrol or diesel really, you know, and you've just filled that tank, you know, it's such a waste, is it? You're just pouring money away. You might as well just get your wallet out, empty it out over a drain, because that's exactly what you're doing. But the old weather's definitely been a bit funny, because before Christmas Day was quite mild. I don't know how mild it was for you, Sinky, but Christmas Day for us was quite mild, and then all of a sudden, the last couple of days, it's just gone really cold and foggy. I set off for work, and I was like, oh blimey, you know. That's a cold old Jack Frost's been out on the prowl again, spraying his can of frost. Yeah, it's been a bit of a wild one recently. Hello! welcome to the stream. Hello, how's you? Have a good Christmas. We're just going to complete this run and then I'll call it a day, as it's quite quiet on the stream side. But so, are you working New Year's, Sinky, or you off, or because you're a night worker, aren't you? Sneaked up on me quicker than I thought for. I only just got away with that as well. Whoa! That's me. When am I back? What, to proper live streaming? Probably proper live streaming. I'll probably start from next Saturday. I'm thinking of toying with bringing up Fridays as a live stream as well. It's going through my mind. I tend to use Fridays as my sort of like mediocre sort of like catch-up day or chill day, and get myself ready for a stream or get myself ready for another recording or whatever. It's 80 along here, but it doesn't let me go 80. And at 65, that's its top limit. That's as fast as it'll let you go. Yeah, I got the SKRS. Didn't get it for Christmas. Well, I got it for just before the new year. In fact, I'll be having a poll on whether we're going to keep the shift cam or not. As soon as I learn how to drive, that is. Not drift off into the... or maintain some sort of lane discipline anyway. I think it's because of my arm, so if I sat a little bit closer, I think I would have my arms stretched. I don't like to have them sit too close though, because I don't again exactly bend my arm. It's also the added pressure of recording or streaming. It's like, here come the excuses, people. Bad driver excuses. Try that again. We're nearly near our destination. We're almost at our destination. That's probably what I should have said. Stop. No, didn't you stop that much? Typical red light. Red light city. We live in a red light city. It's not a scam. No, it's not a scam. It just takes a long time. There is an alternative shifter out there. If you look on my channel, you see I uploaded a unboxing review video today. There's an alternative shifter which I'm... Ooh, that was me. My bad. Which you can... which apparently I've spoke to someone and it's it's legit. They're a legit software company, and he got his within a week. It's just, I think what's happened is, I think it's a case it got too big too quick. A lot of people wanted it, and it's only a group of 4 people making them. And when there's like hundreds of thousands of orders being placed a day, probably over 100 orders a day, then I think that's where the problems are laying. But one thing they could do, and I say that's one thing they could do to improve the situation for themselves, is just update their website to just say, look, we aim to get your shifter out to you within 4 weeks. However, because of great demand for the product at the moment, at present time, it can take from 4 weeks up to, 5 months. Then people are being a no. They can go, right, okay. They've got an informed decision then, rather than think, oh right, well where's my shifter? It's been like 4 weeks and I still haven't got it. This could be tricky. I'm going to clip that wall. Yes, I knew that was coming. Right. I'm going to have to pull out a bit and hope it doesn't clip that wall. It's going to clip that wall. I hate this yard. They didn't make it for a trucker, did they? I'm going to try and back out this yard now. That's where it gets more fun and entertainment for you guys. And I've stalled it. Talk about the worst parking skill in the world. I might skip this. I hate this yard. No. I don't see us getting anywhere with this. Anywhere quickly at all. Trying not to ram that thing. I can see it climbing the poles. It's like I'm just ripping up the trolley park in real life. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, sometimes, no, with this one you can't go around the back on this. There's no back exit. You can go around this side of it. Sorry if I've gone quiet, guys. I generally concentrating. It's like, yeah, worst truck of the year award goes to me. Right, oops, I overshot that just to hammer the point home. Right. Out of gear. Turn engine off. Make sure electrics are off. T. Detach. That's where we find out. Excellent, cool. Yeah, the alternative one does, admittedly, it does look a bit more cheaply made. And those switches on the side panel, I know what you mean. Those, it looks quite large and bulky. The switch here looks large and bulky, and the switch on this side looks large and bulky. This looks a bit more, well, it is a lot more easier to use. But you know, again, it's a case of, do you pay like whatever money and wait potentially 5 months to get it, or do you pay you know, same sort of money again and get what I think is slightly a cheaper model, but get it within 2 weeks, you know, 2 to 3 weeks maximum. You know, it's ultimately its decision is, you know, yours at the end of the day. What you want, which one you want to go for. You want to pay the money and go for the longer wait, or pay the money and go for the shorter wait. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna probably leave it at that, as it seems to have died. They're quite, the stream seems to be quietening down. Oh, did you sub? Oh, thank you very much for the sub, by the way. Let's see if he subbed. Yeah, because also you also got to bear in mind, you also have to pay another 30 quid once you get it into the UK. Like I was saying earlier, once I got it, it came in just before Christmas. I didn't get it, but once it came into the UK just before Christmas, then Parcel Force takes it to custom and excise, and then you have to pay £21 for that. And here's the thing that really grinded my gears a little bit as well. You had to pay another £8 customs release fee, because that's what Parcel Force charge. Even though they're doing it in-house, they have their customs in their own depot in Coventry. They still charge the pleasure of holding it up for another couple of days and releasing it from their own depot. makes no sense. But you know, this is the thing. Yeah, this is it. But it's weird because the customs thing, it says if it's under 135 quid, you don't have to pay duty on it. So there was no duty charges. It was just VAT, which is good because I was expecting like 50 quid upwards for duty as well. But no, it was just the VAT. But it was the 8 quid that Parcel Force to charge to take it out of their own customs office. That's really grinded my gears, and I'm thinking, yeah, they're just in it for making money, and that's what they're doing. Should you get the Easy Jake? Again, personal preference. If you really think you got use for the Easy Jake and you want to use it, problem is, the reason I didn't go for it because I thought it made it a bit more bigger. And I prefer to just, you know, I thought it might make it a bit heavier on my G27. And to be honest, I use my Easy Jake is on my wheel anyway, so I just sit there and just press the button for the Easy Jake to turn it on and off. Again, you don't have to use that button as an Easy Jake. You can use it as a lift axle or as another factor. But in the new year, once I've done my PC upgrade, I'll be building myself a button box anyway, so I'll put my Jake on there. Yeah, the CSI, the Easy Jake, the CSI, I think it makes it a bit bigger personally, but that's again personal preference which one you want to go for. But anyway guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Like I said, I want to say a big thank you to everyone for stopping by another stream tonight, and I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and I hope you guys all enjoyed the watching it in the archives later on as well. If you did, a big like would be much appreciated, and if you know anyone else that may also enjoy watching the stream, again guys, please feel free to share. It helps me out a lot, and again, I hope you guys all enjoy your new year. If I don't speak to you beforehand, have a good new year, and I hope you have a happy new year, and I hope your 17s you know, are better than your 16s. But anyway guys, thanks a lot. I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.